This looks much better. I think you, your parents, and certainly your teachers are much happier about this. Nice work, young man. Thank you, sir. All right.
Things are looking good now for Distracted, but it wasn't always this way. Check out what happened just 12 weeks ago.
All right, folks, I have report cards here. Your grades are here that have been calculated, but also pay attention to the comments that your teachers make. They can be really helpful in helping you improve. Okay, what do we got? Smith, J. Smith. There you go. Vaughn, Miss Vaughn. Here you go. All right, very good. And Mr. Stracted, Mr. Distracted. There you go. You did really well.
Ouch. Take a look at this disaster. Look at those terrible grades. And those comments: does not participate in class, poor use of class time, does not pay attention in class. This trimester was a disaster. But how did Distracted get in such a mess? Let's take a look at his technique. He used the common acronym SCIAND to get into this terrible mess. You can see the first letter stands for slouch, and slouch D did, and that certainly got him into trouble. The second letter in our acronym SCIAND stands for ignore, and D put this to use perfectly in getting his failing grades.
All right, who can tell us what we're going to do today? Miracle?
Yeah, it is about dropping, taking a microscope and dropping like a chemical on an onion to see, and putting the onion under the microscope to see what bugs or stuff are on it.
All right, and D, can you tell us what we plan to see in our microscope? Mr. Stracted? D?
What? There's baby fish being born.
Next up is the letter A, and that stands for annoy. D did this to perfection in order to keep out of doing work. Check out this technique. First the classic book bump, and then the elbow nudge, and the pencil hit, followed by, oh, his coup de grace, the book closing. All these in order to keep himself and others off task. A perfect way to get failing grades.
I need you to stop.
Gosh, okay.
The last two on our acronym for failing grades are N and D, and they go together. The first is nod off. Check out D's technique for sleeping in class. Unfortunately, this also leads to the letter D in our acronym, and we all know what that means. When you fall asleep, you drool and make a fool out of yourself right in front of everybody in class.
What?
As an acronym, SCIAND is terrible. It led to terrible grades, and it isn't even a word. But let's check out how D turned things around and went from almost all F's to all A's in 12 short weeks. He did that by using SLANT, a great acronym for improving your grades. The first letter in our acronym SLANT is S, and that stands for sit up, because good posture is very important for good listening skills. The second letter, the L, stands for listen. Check out this slow motion video of D listening very closely. Check out that great technique, eyes and ears pointed in the perfect direction. Next up in our acronym is the letter A, and that's for ask questions.
Do we have to do all 4 parts today, or just 2 today and 2 during the lab tomorrow?
Next up is the letter N, and that's for nod your head. Nodding your head is very important in listening skills. It conveys that you know what's going on. Finally, we get to our last letter, the letter T, and that's for track the speaker. It's important for you to follow the conversation with both your ears and your eyes. By using all the letters of slant, you'll have excellent listening skills, and that will lead to excellent grades.
Mr. Stracted, this looks much better. I think you, your parents, and certainly your teachers are much happier about this. Nice work, young man. Thank you, sir. All right. Oh, man. Pays to pay attention, I'm telling you.